Okay, I am now back and recording again to continue the next part of this assignment. So we got through tasks 1 through 3. Flash the title card here. We are on task 4. All right. Assume that several days later, this patient has had a misadventure that resulted in an injury and is seen in the emergency department. Find a misadventure. They start with V or W. Many are amusing. Feel free to use an amusing one if it makes sense. All right, so we'll code a little emergency room here. Let's go to the ICD-10 data and pull that up. And let's go to the V's. Oh, these are the index terms wrong. External causes of morbidity. Do check the slipping section. Let's say like I want to do like slipped on some stairs. All right. Fall from stairs and steps due to ice and snow initial encounter. And I'll run with that one. And then this one, we need to do an encounter form. So let me see how fast we can do an encounter. This is supposed to be like in the same week. Several days later. Let's see. And so I'm gonna put like, maybe the middle of May. Emergency room. All right. We created a new encounter, and then I need to fill in, briefly describe the injury under consultation brief description. So, emergency room. Let's see. Emergency room, and then there's a procedure involved. It's probably gonna most likely it was like a broken leg. Yep. All right, so we're gonna do it. An ER visit that had a procedure. Emergency department. Interesting options here. For the weekend visit. And our system doesn't have that figured all the way. And so this was happened a few days after, back in 2016. May 4th, and I put it as a weekend visit. 7th, 2016. Hospitalized same day. I just noticed the times here. It looks like it's just auto-populating based on the system time. Nice. And May 7th. Yeah, sure, we could have Dr. Garcia. And there was a referral. The ER. And we're billing from the ER. And let's say it just came in, you got a cast, maybe some orthopedic surgery and a cast, and we discharge you to home. And then let's see. And I'm not sure I'm at this field yet, but we'll finish this form. Describe the injury under consultation, brief description. Patient slipped on some AC stairs. And let me look at some. There's this. Let's see. Let's do bones of the leg. Let's see which one. There's this rare type of tibia fracture. It's a type. Let's see. Literature, yeah. Metaphysial, I think is the right word. Look up some images of that. I believe these happen on stairs. Yes. All right. My understanding of the word is good. So let's do a little notepad action here. All right, that's what we're gonna go with. This is autocomplete stuff. Let's see. Let's say left leg. And fractured disc tibia metaphysis. Okay, it accepted it. Okay, I think that's it for the documentation fields that I can see as my user anyway. Like I noticed a couple here like fees. And let's see any other stuff. Now we got access to most of the system. Now let's go back. All right, so we've input the encounter. And then we have to code. Ooh, for my convenience, we are now on task 5. All right. Add the misadventure to the patient's medical problems. Back here to their dashboard. Medical problems. Add. 10. It was closed. And then since we don't have any images to substantiate our code, we're just gonna, it was a fracture, but we're not gonna go into the specific type. Now we're gonna grab this code. Make sure it's gonna copy clean. Okay. Back. Third. May 16. 7th. 1 p.m. And let's see. And the end date is probably still healing. This was we were able to diagnose it. Well, actually, so if I'm just doing the unspecified, this isn't really a diagnosis. Let's see. Results of assessment, let's put this concern. This would be like, the admit diagnosis versus the post-visit diagnosis. And then occurrence, this is gonna be the first occurrence. And then we're gonna put unconfirmed because we need an X-ray. And then this was Garcia. And then this, let's see what the don't remember their names. Have to look back. All right, comments. Admit diagnosis order tests. Order X-rays. Pending. Okay, it's visible. Let's go back. Let's make sure that it appeared. Yep. And our encounter is visible too. Add it to the patient's problem list. Let's see. It's T5. Correct. All right, now we're on to the next task. Task 6. Close it. It resulted in an injury. Find the patient's medical problem. Okay. Find and enter the patient's medical problem. List the injury. Makes sense. Include the ICD-10 code supplied by the EMR. All right, so we just did 6. I got ahead of myself. Misadventure into the patient's medical problem list. Oh, okay. And then I've added the resulting occurrence. I need the W code. And let me add this one in there. Now let's say that occurred in the morning. Still active. Doesn't matter. This is their first slip and fall. Yeah, we confirmed that they fell. And I'll put our CMD down again. 28 comments. Leave that blank for now. Okay. Out these codes and make sure it appears. Yep. All right. Got the misadventure. Got the tibia fracture. Your view of systems. All right, let's find where that lives at. This is now 7. Hints in the cheat sheet. Encounter tab and use one of its sub tabs. Found it. Review of systems. And then I'm just going to go through this. Not applicable. See hot or cold. Any weakness. Fatigue, chills, irritability now. Pain. Ear, nose, mouth, throat. No pain. And this was a few days later. So yes, patient has a breast mass. It was a breast biopsy. Cough. Cardiovascular systems. Not that kind of leg pain though. Like what FMS is. Fibromyalgia. All right, for the broken tibia. All right, I got as accurate as I could fill out that survey. It's interesting how it doesn't have your constitution, just in general. I could put weakness. Can't stand on my leg, but let me give this one more look. Uh, okay, that one I believe to the best of my ability, I filled that out. Then go task 8. Find common medications for this injury. Let's pretend our patient doesn't want to be on opioids and is just going to take Tylenol to manage the pain. And we're going to auto add it to the medication list. We're going to do a prescription and it's going to get added to the medication list. So task 8. Go over here. Check this since we don't have the autocomplete stuff. Acetone. That'll do 100 milligrams. Yeah, we'll do 1,000 milligrams of acetaminophen. And that spelling's up there. Ceta. No. Describe months. Well, let's just pretend, just for the duration of the visit, 4 tablets. And let's see, we're gonna do 1,000 mg. This is gonna be 1 tablet. And then so the max dose was 4,000 milligrams in a day. Let's see, one of these tablets by mouth 4 times a day. No refills. Yes, add to the medication list. And yeah, you can do generics. Prompt. Okay. Look up and figure out what kind of specialty this patient may see for follow-up care. So you came into the ER, we put you in a cast, and you need some orthopedic surgery to, bolt your tibia back together. So it's going to be orthopedic surgery. And so we're going to create an encounter with a provider at this type of specialty clinic. New encounter. And let's see if they have it listed. Yeah, consultation. It's like, yeah, it's outpatient surgery. You're gonna go in, you're gonna get X-ray, and we're gonna schedule you the day after the surgery, and it can remain broken for a little bit. So it'll be a consult. Outpatient, like ortho ND. And yeah, we're gonna do a new patient. That's gonna be like an hour. And then let's say after that encounter on the 7th, say we got booked for Wednesday. And there was a hospitalization here. External provider. We'll do your clinic name here and your clinic name here. Let's just pretend it's like Ortho Indy, the orthopedic outpatient. And what is this? And then at the end of this consult, patient went home. Reason for visit, patient referred from ER, referring provider. Yeah. E. Icy stairs and incurred fracture of the left distal epiphysis. Let's say like Goggins. Okay. And that was task 9. I should flip the card earlier. It's all good. All right. So that is the end of the data entry tasks. Now I'm going to go back and edit these Zoom videos down to something watchable.